as we have already discussed, that impact of British rule on Indian society and culture was widely different from what India had known before. So in 18th century, Europe had experienced novel intellectual current and created the age of enlightenment. So some English educated Bengali youth known as Derozio developed a revolution against Hindu religion and culture, gave up old religious ideas and traditional traditions, and deliberately adopted practices most offensive to Hindu sentiments, such as drinking wine and eating beef. More mature minds led by Raja Ram Mohan Roy were certainly stimulated by Western ideas and Western values, but refuses to break away from Hinduism. Their approach was to reform Hindu religion and society, and they saw the path of process in an acceptance of the best of the East and the West. So, as we know, a new spirit of rationalism and inquiry had given a new dynamism to European society. The development of science and scientific outlook had affected every aspect of activity, political, military, economic, and even religious. In contrast to Europe, which was in the vanguard of civilization in the 18th century, India presented the picture of a stagnant civilization and a static and decadent society. Thus, for the first time, India encountered an invader who considered himself racially superior and culturally more advanced. The new scientific outlook, the doctrine of rationalism and humanism particularly impressed the English educated class. So the Indian leaders, stimulated by the new knowledge, sought to reform Hinduism from within and sought to purge it of superstitious beliefs and practices. So, idolatry images, image worship, practice of pilgrimages came up for close scrutiny and consequent reforms. The new concept of secularization was born. The term secularization implies that what was previously regarded as religious was no longer regarded as such. The magic wand was moved by rationalism, that is, the emergence of a tendency to regulate individual religious and social life in accordance with the principles of reason, and to discard traditional beliefs and practices which cannot stand the test of modern knowledge. This approach brought a great change in the concept of pollution and purity. Pollution means pollution of mind. So two categories of reform movements fall in there. First one was reformist movement like the Brahma Samaj, the Prarthana Samaj, and the Aligarh movement, and two revivalist movements like Arya Samaj, Ramakrishnan Mission, and Devband movement. Both the reformist and revivalist movement depends on a varying degree on an appeal to the lost purity of the religion they sought to reform. The only difference between one reform movement and the other lay in the degree to which it relied on tradition or on reason of conscience. So another significant aspect of all the reform movements was their emphasis on both religious and social reforms. Means in India, social and religious reforms are integrated. Almost every social custom and institution in India derived sustenance from religious injunction and sanctions. This meant that no social reform could be undertaken unless the existing religious notion which sustained the social custom were also reformed. And Indian reformers well understood the close interrelation between different aspects of human activities. Ram Mohan Roy, for example, believed that religious reforms must precede demand for social reform or political rights. So the religious movement is divided into two categories. First is traditional and another one is modern. So we will discuss traditional and modern separately. In traditional, we'll first talk about Hindu religious movement, and the most famous movement was Dharma Sabha, which was started in Calcutta in 1829 by Radhakant Dev. So another, if we talk about Muslims, in Muslims there were so many movements like I mean traditional movements like Farazi or Faridi movement in 1804. It started in East Bengal and by Haji Shayatullah and Sons. Dadu Mian, who organized a movement whose aim was truth of Islam but later turned into anti-British. Another was Wahhabi movement, which was started in between 1820 to 1870 in North India by Sayyid Ahmad. Sayyid Ahmad means Sayyid brothers. Another was Darul Uloom in 1806, started in Deoband, which was in Uttar Pradesh, and started by Hussain Ahmad, Muhammad Qasim, and Rashid Ahmad Gangohi. Another was Ahle Hadith in late 19th century in Punjab by Sayyid Nazir Hussain. Next was Ahle Quran, late 19th century. It started in Punjab by Abdullah Chakralawi. If we talk about Sikh movements, there were few important movements. First was Nirankaris. It is also very famous today. Like in 1840 in Punjab, it was started by Dayal Das. Next was Kuka movement. Kuka, which is very famous movement in 1845 in Punjab by Jawahar Mal. Another was Namdharis, which was started in 1857 in Punjab by Ram Singh. In these movements, you just need to remember the chronology, means year and the places, leaders, etc. for the prelims. So as we have discussed traditional, now we will discuss the modern. And in modern religious reforms, we will discuss some important facts about Hindu, Muslim movements, and we'll discuss few more important, and later on we will discuss some important movements in detail. So if we talk about in modern religious reforms, first is Hindu reforms, religious reforms, and the famous one is Atmiya Sabha. In 1815, it started in Calcutta by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Another one was Brahma Samaj in 1828 in Calcutta by also by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Tattva Bodhini Sabha in 1839 in Calcutta by Debendranath Tagore. Manav Dharm Sabha in 1844 in Surat by Durgaram Mancharan. Another was Paramhans Mandali in 1849 in Bombay by Dadoba Pandurang. This is important, you need to remember. Another one was Radha Swami Satsang in 1861 in Agra by Tulsi Ram. Brahma Samaj of India in 1866 in Calcutta by Keshav Chandra Sen. Prarthana Samaj, this is also very important, in 1867 in Bombay by Dr. Atmaram Pandurang. So you need to remember these two Pandurangs, Dadoba Pandurang and Atmaram Pandurang. Another was Arya Samaj in 1875 in Bombay by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. The next one is Theosophical Society in 1875 in New York by Blavatsky and Occult. Later in India, another one was Sadharan Brahma Samaj in 1878 in Calcutta by Anand Mohan Bose and Shivanath Shastri. So here we just need to remember few branches of Brahma Samaj, Atmiya Samaj, Brahma Samaj of India, because they all are derived from one another. And next one is Deccan Education Society in 1884 in Pune by Gigi Agarkar. INSC means Indian National Social Conference in 1887 in Bombay by M.G. Ranade. Dawa Samaj in 1887 in Lahore by Shiv Narayan Agnihotri. Ramakrishna Mutt in 1887 and Ramakrishna Mission in 1897 in Baranagar and Belur by Swami Vivekanand. So you need to remember Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission, the difference between these two, the years as well. Another one was Servant of Indian Society in 1905 in Bombay by G.K. Gokhale. Another is Pune Seva Sadan in 1909 in Pune by Rambai Ranade. Another one is Social Service League in 1911 in Bombay by N.M. Joshi, AITUC founder. N.M. Joshi was AITUC founder. Next one is Seva Samiti. In 1914 in Allahabad, it was started by H.N. Kunjru. In 1923, Women's Indian Association in Madras was formed by Annie Besant. In 1927, All India Women Conference was started by Margaret Cousins. So next is Muslim religious reform movement. So first one is Nadwaul Ulema in 1894 in Lucknow, started by Shibli Nomani. Another one is Barelvis. In late 19th century in Punjab, it was started by Ahmad Raza Khan. Next one is Qadianis, Ahmadiyas in late 19th century in Punjab by Ghulam Ahmad. Next is Anglo-Mohammedan Education Conference in 1886 in Aligarh, started by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. So in all these movements, you just need to remember the places, leaders and the year, means especially the chronology. So another third one is Sikhs reforms. So first one in Sikhs reform was Singh Sabha in 1873 in Amritsar. It was started by Thakur Singh Sadhwalia and Gyan Singh. Next one is Singh Sabha. So these two sabhas are Singh Sabhas. First one in 1773 and another one is 1879. Firstly, it was started in Amritsar and second, it was started in Lahore and started by whom? Gurmukh Singh and Dit Singh. Next one is Akali Dal in 1920 in Amritsar by Sarmukh Singh. In Parsis, will be seeing some movements like Minochir Rehnumai Mazdayan Sabha in 1851 in Bombay by Dada Bhai Nauroji, Fardunji and S.S. Bengali. Next is Roast Guftar publication. This was the publication by Mazdayan Sabha, Roast Guftar publication. And another one is Zen Avesta, religious book of Parsis.